Welcome, friends. Today, we're going to talk about Christian motivation and how you can find biblical inspiration to win in life. As believers, we know that our strength comes from the Lord, and by tapping into His wisdom, we can overcome any obstacle. Let's dive into these 5 powerful tips that will help you stay motivated and inspired in your walk with Christ, featuring examples of Bible characters who followed these tips. Tip 1: Start your day with prayer and scripture. Daniel, a young man taken captive by the Babylonians, is a great example of someone who started his day with prayer and scripture. Despite being in a foreign land, Daniel remained faithful to God and prayed 3 times a day. His dedication to prayer and scripture helped him maintain his faith and gain favor with both God and men. Tip 2: Surround yourself with positive influences. Ruth, a Moabite woman who chose to follow her mother-in-law Naomi back to Israel, surrounded herself with positive influences. By choosing to stay with Naomi and embracing the God of Israel, Ruth found a supportive community in Bethlehem. Her loyalty and faithfulness led her to become part of the lineage of Jesus Christ. Tip 3: Set spiritual goals. Nehemiah, a cupbearer to the Persian king, set a spiritual goal to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. Despite facing opposition and challenges, Nehemiah remained focused on his goal and trusted in God's guidance. Through prayer, determination, and the support of fellow believers, Nehemiah successfully completed the task and inspired the people of Israel to return to God. Tip 4: Reflect on God's promises. Abraham, the father of many nations, is an excellent example of someone who reflected on God's promises. When God promised Abraham that he would have a son and become the father of many nations, Abraham believed and trusted in God's promise, even when it seemed impossible. His unwavering faith in God's promises led to the fulfillment of the covenant and the birth of Isaac. Tip 5: Practice gratitude. The Apostle Paul, who faced numerous trials and tribulations in his ministry, is a prime example of someone who practiced gratitude. Despite being imprisoned, beaten, and shipwrecked, Paul continually expressed thankfulness for the grace of God and the opportunity to share the gospel. In his letters to the early churches, Paul encouraged believers to rejoice in the Lord and give thanks in all circumstances. In conclusion, finding biblical inspiration and winning in life is possible when you follow these 5 tips, as demonstrated by the lives of Daniel, Ruth, Nehemiah, Abraham, and Paul. Start your day with prayer and scripture, surround yourself with positive influences, set spiritual goals, reflect on God's promises, and practice gratitude. By doing so, you'll stay motivated and inspired in your walk with Christ, and you'll be well on your way to living a life that honors and glorifies Him. Let the examples of these Bible characters serve as a reminder that, with God's help, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve great things in our spiritual journey.